Today I got quite profound insight about time, so I decided to share that before I forget. So it'll be just raw sharing. But recently I was thinking about I could join a master program, learn to paint more. So I checked how it would, what's the request or how how I'm supposed to just go through the program. And I realized I was supposed to paint 20 hours a week. And so I tracked my time. Like last week I just set up timer anytime I did something creative, and I checked my time. I realized that my maximum I can paint in a good week when I'm not traveling and not do any other time-consuming duties, I don't with my family or just with anything, and my maximum was 15 hours. And so my first thought, of course, was, okay, so I should optimize some time, and I should, how is it, multitasking something, or and but then I stopped because I remember how few years ago, actually I was always like this. I was like, I had a million interests, I was doing so many things, and every time I had a conversation with some friend we didn't see for a long time, so of course she asked, what are you doing, and as I started to talk about what I'm doing, it was always like, whoa, how can you find time for doing everything? And I was living in that. Actually, I was satisfied with this feeling of a superwoman. I can do that. Yes, I'm so active and energized, and this is just me. But then I realized, later, of course, you just can't run like that forever. So I had some insights or just life lessons when I just stopped, or my life stopped me, and I reflected on what I was doing, and I realized that I was so efficient with everything. So I just didn't do anything just because, just for fun, or just for, everything. When I was reading, I was reading something that I can use, like learning, studying, and I was doing that in foreign language, so I can practice languages at the same time. So reading was like three things in one. I was so proud of myself how I was doing that, and this was with everything, like anything I was doing had at least two or three, it was always like somehow useful in more ways, and I just did nothing just for myself. It was even as I was taking a hot bath, I was at least reading, or just thinking about something and making notes, or so. I was so efficient. And no, I just been there, done that. I'm not going to again to do that with my time and be that efficient, because it was everything from my head and there was no space for just be. And now I know that this is the most important thing for me, because before, when I was walking a dog, I had time, and I was listening to some podcast, or for just something to learn something while I was maybe jogging or it was very active. So I was at the same time, it was like me working out. I was just walking the dog, so the dog, I can tick off the box, okay, dog is okay, so it's out of my to-do list. No, now as I walk my dog, it's not just because I have to do that because of the dog. I know that this is such an important time for me to connect with nature. I don't listen to anything, or I just listen to my intuition or to inner guidance. I connect with nature. And yeah, it's a completely different energy, and I love it. And I'm not going to try to make more efficient like my walks. No, this is the me time, like the connection with my soul, and yeah, and I listen to my body, I ground myself, I listen to messages from my guides or from nature, and just, yeah, I'm just enjoying my time in being. I'm like, yeah, so, and there are other things. I do everything now, I do like differently, and I spend more time in just being or journaling, reflecting, or meditation, some kind of. So, and I'm not going to try to multitask and do some. No, I know that actually I need to spend more time in just pure being and not less, like doing something. So I decided that I need to use completely different approach. And what if it's not important how many hours I will spend by practicing or learning or something with my painting? What if there's something else is important? Because I know that my ultimate goal, and not even goal, it's my mission, it's my calling, that I just need to put my energy into my paintings and then let people connect with their soul through my art, because it's definitely it's heart art or soul fueled art. And then as I reflected on my paintings from this year and which one of them I loved the most, and which went more like quickly, or the easiest paintings, or the most beautiful in my eyes, or which one I loved the most, and I realized it was not about practice and effort and a lot of time or something. It was always like, for example, this one, and I had to wait for the right time, but this one was like for connecting with my inner power. It's under the painting, there is the message. And it was, I started because I felt inspired after meditation when I saw this symbol, like my inner power. And I started with that intention, and then I stopped because it didn't flow. I was like, oh, actually I can't paint with oil because I didn't do that before. And then a few days later, or maybe weeks later, I just felt an impulse. I turned back to that and I finished that, and I was in awe, like, what? How could I make this? That I didn't paint with oils before. So it was just, it was in flow, and I felt the impulse, and it didn't take a lot of time. No practice actually was required. I just felt it just happened through me. Or maybe with this one, it was just like playful idea, like, what about a rabbit, not horses all the time? And so I started, and then again I stopped, like, okay, it's kind of nice, but I just let it be. And then again, after a few weeks, it was like, oh, let's play with this one. And this is, for me, it's so joyful to look at it. I feel so much joy. And even this, you can see the small heart here. I didn't make it. It just made itself. So it's, yeah, I love this one. And again, it was not like an effort or something. I just stopped when I didn't feel like I stopped. Or this one was a commission. And again, I started, and it started to look good, but it was like, okay, I just don't feel like to finish that right now. And then I felt an impulse, and it just flew very easy, and now I love it. For me, it's so, I have to smile as I'm looking at it. It's so cute, and it's so heartwarming for me. So there is the energy. So yeah, or even this one. This is my latest painting, but I started and then I stopped because it was like, I don't know. So I just had it here on the easel and I was looking at it, and I loved it already. I saw that it's not finished yet, but I already love it. And now it's like, I still love it. And I put so much love already into the painting that I know it's there. And I know I need to finish that because, but it's just pure love. So this is how I want to paint. It's not about like to find a time and practice and do the thing what I think I have to do, or I should do, or I'm supposed because someone told that this is how it is. I want to, paint like this. Just stay in pure being, listen to my intuition, and then follow the inner guidance, follow the impulse, like, oh, now I have a vision, okay, let's do that. And if I can even stop, like, okay, I did something and now I don't know how to like proceed, so okay, let's put it aside and just wait for the divine timing or something, just for the right time when I will feel an impulse again, and just paint it in flow and without any effort. And yeah, pour my heart into the painting, pour my energy and the impulse. Maybe it's not even my energy because I got a guidance, I got a vision, so maybe it's something else what I poured into the painting, and this is how I want to paint. So yeah, so my point is, I'm not going, I wanted to tell, like, you shouldn't do it. Like, no, I decided I'm going just to share my experience. I'm not going to tell you what you are supposed to do, because maybe for you it's different. What I want to tell is just listen to your intuition, listen, because you are guided. You can get messages, but only if you stop pushing and trying and thinking, but just tune into your soul, or just be. And I'm not telling that you should stop, do all the things you have to do and just to be all day long, just sit and like be, because it doesn't work like that. I tried it before. I just didn't understand, what do you mean but just be? I just have so many things to do. But yeah, you can spend just a few moments by like stop, breathe in, and with breathing out, just release any anxiety and tension. Like the whole world can wait for a few minutes until you just connect with your soul, or with your heart, or with whatever you want to connect, and just do that and listen to your guidance. And yeah, so I'm not going to multitask and find more time for painting and more practice and more learning. I'm just going to do what actually works already for me, to listen to my intuition and just let it flow through me and pour the energy and emotions, and or I don't know, whatever comes through me into my paintings. And they are like, yeah, they are for sale. I didn't think about pricing yet, but I have another idea. And again, it was like kind of download about how I need to, think about money and everything. But okay, it's for another video. So this one was, I just needed to share this insight, and hopefully you was okay. Again, I have to stop myself to try to tell you what you should get into my sharing, because it's up to you. You can, but I will be really happy if you will share in the comments if what resonated with you, if something. So yeah, and see you by the next video. Bye.